Sometimes anxiety can feel like this. But what if I told you that there's a way that you can conquer anxiety so you can start feeling like this more often? This is where the M.O.S journal comes into play, teaching you 5 techniques that you can practice right now to help you conquer anxiety. If you don't know who I am, my name is M.O.S, a psychology graduate and Dragon Ball enthusiast whose main goal is to give people the confidence in order to live life without constraints, mentally and financially. Did you know that you can train your brain to manage anxiety? In Dragon Ball Z, they often train using a technique known as image training, where they visualize the fight that's ahead of them. We can do something similar that can help us conquer anxiety. In order for us to do this, we must understand how to utilize our reticular activation system, otherwise known as RAS, however you want to call it. The reticular activation system is a set of neurons that's in the back of the brainstem. It's the thing that's responsible for filtering all important information to you. It's the same thing that's responsible for the times whenever you decide you want to buy a new car or get a new thing, you start seeing it everywhere because it's something that's deemed to important to you, and your brain starts to look for things out in the environment that's the thing that you're looking for. Basically, your thoughts and emotions are what dictate what the reticular activation system prioritizes. Meaning that if you constantly focus on stress and anxiety and things that are like harmful to you, that's what your brain's gonna constantly look for in life. With that information in mind, if we know this, that means we can prime our brain to start focusing on things that are a bit more positive instead of the negative. Similar to how in Dragon Ball Z they use image training to prepare new techniques and new strategies for the fight ahead of them, we can do the same thing by focusing on new and different, more positive pathways in order for us to overcome anxiety. In order to start doing this, we must set clear intentions. This can help us have a little bit more control over our anxiety, help us stay a little bit more present in the moment, and then, like I said before, focus on the more positive things. In order to set clear intentions, you want to start off by doing daily reflections. So every morning, ask yourself one simple question. What do you want to focus on today? By answering this question, you'll be able to set your goal out for the day, so your brain and your body automatically starts moving towards your goals because that's the first thing you did. For example, what I wrote out is that I want to focus on positive thoughts, and I will avoid any negative and doubtful thoughts with my intentionality. So by doing this, I set out exactly what I want to do for the day, and then I get it done. After this, I go ahead and start to do some image training. What does actually handling my anxiety look like? So what you want to do is close your eyes and imagine yourself handling the situations that may trigger anxiety. See yourself reacting calmly and being collected so you can achieve your goal for the day. Pay close attention to what Goku's doing in this clip. That's right, Goku's taking deep breaths before his next move. But why is he doing this? Taking a deep breath can help you gain control of your emotions and help you focus a lot more. What taking a deep breath does, it resets your parasympathetic nervous system. I think that's how you call it. It's a big word. Read it on the screen. What it does is that when you take a deep breath, it can help you reset your nervous system, allowing you to focus a lot more on the task at hand. Deep breaths slow down your heartbeat and reduces stress hormones from being released in the body, allowing you to have a sense of calm and serenity. Most of the time when Goku's taking a deep breath, that means he's about to unleash one of his more powerful attacks at you. So if I was you, I would run. In order to activate the power of breathing, what you want to start by doing is doing the 4-4-4 method. The 4-4-4 method is where you inhale for 4 seconds, hold that breath for 4 seconds, and then exhale for 4 seconds. And then you're gonna repeat that for about 3 minutes. As I said previously, what this does is that this resets your nervous system so that you can be able to more focusedly handle the situation. And the next exercise that you can try out is the body scan. The body scan is where you want to go lie down or sit in a comfortable spot, close your eyes, and then take a few deep breaths, and then start by slowing down your thoughts. And then what you want to do is that you're going to feel all the sensations from your toes and then move all the way up the body, moving slowly upwards to your legs, to your hips, to your chest, to your arms, to your neck, all the way up to your head. And then each deep breath, release any tension in those areas where you feel any tightness or anything else. And then whenever you have any negative thoughts or any thoughts at all come in, stop them altogether so that you can focus only on your breathing and the exercise that you're doing. And then when you're done, you're gonna come back to the room so that you can actually refocus. Ask yourself, what are the most dominating thoughts that you have in your head daily? Do you sound like this?
But what if I can't?
If you constantly have thoughts like that, that typically means you're having ruminating thoughts. Ruminating thoughts are thoughts that the brain and people typically dwell on, that repeat over and over again in somebody's head. It's natural for people to have these thoughts, but sometimes prolonged exposure to these thoughts can lead to severe anxiety and depression. The reason why your brain can focus on these negative things is because it's reinforced by the reticular activation system, as I mentioned in the previous part. And the human mind already has a tendency to focus on the negative aspect of life because of a thing called negativity bias. Negativity bias is the brain's tendency to focus on negative things because it perceives it as a danger to you, and it's just basically your body trying to keep you safe. But in order to combat this, we have to start by listing out all the negative and positive thoughts that we have throughout the day. The next thing you want to do is ask yourself a simple question. Ask yourself, what are the thoughts that dominate my mind? Are they positive or are they negative? Go on throughout your day, and whenever you have a positive thought, write it down right here. And then whenever you have a negative thought, write those down until you fill up the list about 4 or 5. And then at the end of the day, review those thoughts and then write out why these positive thoughts are true. And then below the negative thoughts, write out why these negative thoughts are false. What this will do is that this will reinforce any positive and good thinking that you have about yourself or anything in life. What debunking your negative thoughts can do can help you understand that negative thoughts are typically just lies that you tell yourself. And then positive thoughts are typically the ones that are true, or at least the ones that you perceive are true. And it can help you grow your confidence as a result. Future Trunks is a character that has had his world destroyed not only once, but twice. But how in the world can a character with so much trauma and grief still be happy and be able to smile? The reason for this is because he's able to practice gratitude. Gratitude is a sense of wonder and thankfulness that you have for life. Gratitude forces you to focus on the present moment instead of the things that are in the past that you did have, or the things in the future that you're so desperately seeking. If you keep looking around you to the future and the past, you may be missing the important things that are right in front of you that you could be thankful for in the moment. Practicing gratitude can help you manage your stress and anxiety. Because anxiety is oftentimes the fear of the unknown or a lack of control in the situation, gratitude can bring you back into what you can control and the things that you do have in front of you, instead of looking at all the things that you don't have or potentially might not have. In order to practice gratitude, all you really gotta do is ask yourself 3 simple things. Ask yourself, what are 3 things that you're grateful for in life? This will help you reflect on your overall life as a whole, so that you can think of all the good things that you're actually truly grateful for and thankful for in life. And then you can ask yourself things that are right now in the moment. Ask yourself, what made you happy today? This will cause you to reflect on your day and then think about the things that you're truly grateful for. Again, I'm repeating myself. And then ask yourself, what's a quality that you have that you're grateful for? So go ahead and do some reflection on yourself and think about the things that you just like about yourself. Think about the things that you're good at. Think about the things that you enjoy doing, that you're just happy that you have this quality. A gratitude journal can help you track moments of joy and appreciation, and it can help you express gratitude verbally and mentally whenever you're feeling your overwhelming feelings of anxiety or stress. Whenever you experience anxiety sometimes, do you ever feel this uncontrollable urge to just go run away and hide away from the situation, but you just simply can't go anywhere? Similar to Goku whenever he's later taps in the Ultra Instinct, we must learn to take control of our emotions whenever we're in the heat of an intense situation. However, taking control of anxiety is no easy task, especially when we're in a situation where we have to make a decision. But Why is it that when we feel anxiety that we feel the need to flee? The reason why you feel the need to run away from the situation is because anxiety triggers your fight or flight response within the body. The fight or flight response typically activates whenever there's a perceived danger, and that's what anxiety is. Anxiety is you thinking that whatever situation that you're coming across is something that is dangerous and something that you potentially need to get away from, but you're not exactly sure what it is that you're scared of. Whenever your body activates the fight or flight response, adrenaline is pumped throughout the body, which is typically your body getting you ready in order to fight or flee from the situation. But because modern situations aren't typically physical threats, your body still treats it the same. But because we typically can't fight or escape a situation anymore, our brains typically tell us to avoid the situations that causes anxiety altogether. However, there is a deep cost of avoidance. Avoidance will shoot your confidence, proving to yourself that you're not capable of handling whatever situation at hand. And it can give you short-term benefits, but it can cause long-term effects. Because you avoid the situation in the moment, you may be avoiding something that's really important or something that can help you grow tremendously. Whenever you start to face situations head on, you can grow your comfort zone, making you be able to do more things that you previously weren't able to do before. It toughens your resilience and make you be able to make quicker and more calculated decisions. But you may be asking, how in the world can I control my anxiety when it's in the heat of the moment? Similar to Goku, whenever he's activating Ultra Instinct later on in the series, you must be able to take a moment to pause and evaluate your emotions before you make a decision. In the journal, we can do this by using the P.E.A.C.E method. And the last part of the M.O.S journal is the exercise called the P.E.A.C.E exercise. Whenever you're experiencing anxiety or a situation that you have to take control of your emotions in the moment, what you want to do is by practicing peace, pause for a moment. Take a moment to stop before you react to anxiety. Most of the time what people think is that there's an immediate jump from the event that happens all the way to the emotion, but that's not always the case. So you want to take a moment to pause and before you make an immediate emotional reaction. And then you want to exhale. Take a slow, deep, calculated breath. What this can do, as I mentioned earlier, it will reset your nervous system, allowing you to be able to make a more calculated decision. And then you want to acknowledge your emotions. Understand that emotions are natural and that you're allowed to feel how you feel. We're not robots in life. We're not going to be these emotionless creatures. So you want to acknowledge that, hey, I'm feeling stressed out right now, and I'm experiencing this anxiety, and I'm a little frustrated about it. And then, which is a really important part, choose. Once you have a moment to slow down, you get to choose how you react to anxiety, how you react to whatever situation once you have a moment to take control of it. And then what you want to do is engage. Now that you have that clarity, you can move forward with calmness so that you're not overtaken by your feelings. Again, this is just a little exercise that I like to do. So you want to do is pause, exhale, acknowledge, choose, and engage. Anxiety doesn't have to be one of those things that hold us back any longer in life. Using this journal, it can help you break down your thoughts and your emotions. If you want access to the journal, click the link in the description below. We can get free access to it. And if you want to see more content from me, click the video on your screen now, where you can have more. We can try to overcome more mental barriers holding you back from living your life without constraints.